Welcome to a review of a new game by surreygames.ca. This one's called Surrey Dumps, a dump and dash game for 2 to 4 players. Oh, let's open it up and check it out. Oh, I love the colors in this game. We've got a couple brightly colored little pieces here, some sort of a spinner. What do we got here? Got a die and some brightly colored little dump truck pieces. Let's take out the game board here. So the game board looks like it unfolds here. Beautiful colors. This looks like it might be a outline of, well, Surrey, I guess. What have we got here? Got a few little pieces. They look like, well, piles of garbage there. So let's organize it here, get things in place. So according to the rules, the object of the game is to dump your stuff in somewhere around in the streets of Surrey without getting caught. Now the challenge is you're not the only one trying to dump your stuff. There's other players trying to dump their stuff as well, and they're trying to block you off, and you're trying to block them off from dumping stuff. So let's get started here. If you look closely, each of the grid of houses here has numbers on it. So you get your 4 players, you decide what color you're going to be, and let's say blue is going to figure out where his dumping spot is first. So 3, so we look down here, here's 3, and then across here, and there's the other 3. So blue's dump pile is going to be right there, and we fill it up with some garbage. And now let's just go ahead and roll, see where these other spots are going to be. So we'll do red next. Okay, so we've got all our junk piles in place, and the players can go ahead and put their dump trucks somewhere on the road just beside where their junk pile is. And each player starts the game by loading up their dump truck with a pile of junk. Now, for each player's turn, you start your turn by rolling the die to see how far you go. And so say I roll 4, so I can go 4 road segments. So I'm going to actually come over and try to block off, if I'm green here, I would try to come over and dump my pile of junk close to my opponent player here. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I think I'm going to try to dump it there. So the green guy's parked outside of this house right here, and he's going to try to dump his stuff on the road in front of this house here. So we pretend that this right here is this house right here, and the spinner, once we spin it, will tell us what direction the resident of that house is looking out. So if the spinner ends up looking that way, then it means that the owner of this house is looking that way, and it's fine. We can dump that garbage there, and we can run right back to our junk pile to get some more garbage. And that garbage stays there. You can see it's blocking the blue player from getting out. Now, if I spin and the fellow's actually looking out his house and he sees me trying to dump my garbage outside of his house there, then I have to go back to my junk pile with my garbage and start again. Now, if the spinner goes to either side, this way or this way, well, that means I can't dump my garbage, but I don't lose my turn and have to go back to the junk pile. I just stay there and I keep my pile of garbage, and then when it's my turn to roll again, then I can roll and move from there. So let's see, let's try take another turn here. So we'll take blue next here. So blue rolls another 4, and he's going to try to come down and block off red here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to try to dump his pile of junk in front of red there to block him off. So he's going to dump it in front of this house right here. Takes the spinner, and look at that. So this person's looking out their window at the blue dump truck, sees him trying to dump his garbage, so that blue guy has to go back to his junk pile there. And that's how the game goes. So let's give it a try.
Oh, I love trash. Anything dirty or dingy or dusty. Anything ragged or rotten or rusty. Yes, I love trash. So
you'd think a game about dumping your junk out on the streets in Surrey would be more fun, but Not really. The streets here just got so clogged up with junk. We had to drive further and further to dump our junk, and it was hard to tell who won, and the game just sort of seemed to grind to a halt, and the place was just a mess. So this game really sucks. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone.
Yes,